Warner Brothers is releasing their whole slate of movies in 2021 to HBO Max the same day as theaters. The
That's huge.
same day as theaters. And I'm telling y'all right now, for people who don't understand, this is huge. They're not releasing some. 17 movies are planned on being released by Warner Brothers Studios all next year to HBO Max.
That's crazy.
This right here is lighting up, and people are automatically saying that this right here is the nail in the coffin to movie theaters. So real quick before we get into all the analytics and like people say the boring stuff,
Right.
what's your opinion on it? I'm gonna start with you, Rob, since you're the guest.
So my opinion on it is, I definitely do think it's the in the movie theaters as we know it, because and I feel like this is probably the first plus. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is the first plus services that are actually doing this. Now I know, unless Disney Plus put Mulan movie on there, this is huge, because now it's like you don't even have to go to the movies anymore. You pretty much can just go right to your subscriber on Warner on HBO Max and pretty much just watch all your movies, and everything comes out while in theater in the comfort of your own home. I get that, this is probably, the way for them to do it just so they can bring in revenue somehow for their movies, and obviously, get their fans and get their customers to watch. But as a moviegoer, I'm kind of nervous about it. But at the same time, it's they it's business as usual for them. So, I mean, I think it is a good idea. But I am fearful, as a moviegoer, because in a couple years, if everybody else follows suit with what Warner Brothers is doing, then I feel like everybody else is going to start to do the same thing.
It is a possibility that they can do that. Before that, late sketch, your thoughts on it?
Now, I'm not like a huge movie buff like yourself. However, I will say there are some things I just would like to see in the theaters opposed to at my house. Even if we had a grand theater room, I don't think I would really want to watch, like, my first choice rather would not be to watch Wonder Woman in my house. I would prefer to watch it in a movie theater because some things lose their luster. I can't say for sure it'll be the end of movie theaters altogether. I think that there will be a smaller amount of them. Like, they'll start to close the lesser performing locations once we open back up and everything. And it'll be like in a limited capacity. Only because there are some people who will just choose to stay home. If they decide to do this after everything has opened back up, there'll be some people who stay home, but there'll be people like yourself who would rather go see a movie in the movie theater, depending on what it is. So, I don't know. I think for the time being, it seems like a good idea, but I can't help but think about like how this will impact the industry and people, like jobs and things like that. Movie theaters employ a lot of people.
Yeah.
So that part of it sucks, and I hope that eventually there'll be some kind of resolution. But as of right now, you can't really stop putting out movies, especially with the way with franchises and everything. If you had scheduled a movie to come out this year, then you have something supposed to be coming out, a year and a half, 2 years from now. You don't want them back to back on top of each other like that.
No, but you do bring up a good point, because I will go into the quick list of movies. But so as somebody who goes to the movie theater often and likes going to the movie theater, I do agree that there are some movies that I like to see in the movie theater, some that I won't not. But what I do like, they're giving you the option. Okay, so the option is if you can go to the movie theaters or you can sit at home and watch it, because necessarily, despite who won the election, despite what's going to happen in the runoff, despite what's going to happen in 2021, you don't necessarily know what the state of movie theaters are going to be in. And there could be a thing where most of these movies are going to be in limited theaters anyway. So how else do you make the money? Now look, HBO Max is out of all the streaming services. Like now, if I ask everybody here what streaming services they have, now I know I have HBO Max now.
I do.
Okay, but Rob, for instance, what streaming services do you have?
So I have Netflix, I have Disney Plus, and I have.
Do you have the bundle or do you have just Disney Plus?
Just Disney Plus.
Okay, and what else?
I also have Netflix. I also have Hulu. I'm actually thinking about getting HBO Max.
Okay, so good. You're in a good example right here. Now, baby girl, you have Hulu, Netflix.
Yeah, you have Netflix. I have Hulu bundled with my Spotify.
Okay.
So, and then I have HBO Max, UMC, which is like a black streaming service. And then
better BET Plus.
And then I think I have one more, and I can't even think of what it is right now.
Okay.
Off the top of my head.
So now the point is,
Amazon. That comes with our Prime.
Prime membership. Okay. So.
Oh yeah, Amazon as well.
So yeah. So the point I'm making here is, HBO Max right now has the lowest amount of subscriptions.
Yes.
Okay. Than any of these major movie type streaming. Whereas Netflix here, and by the way, I'm getting some of these numbers from the John Campea show, because the article I had pulled up from The Think does not have the numbers here, but John Campea, who does have worked in the movie industry, has the numbers there. Netflix has not 193 million subscribers globally.
That's lower than I thought it would be, to be honest.
So, but then Disney Plus has the right. Now it's more than that now, because these numbers were counted in 2019.
Oh, okay.
So this is 2020, especially with the pandemic going on. Those numbers have raised.
Shot up.
In 2019, Disney Plus had 73 million.
Okay.
And HBO Max had 35 million. Now,
respectable number for a brand new streaming service.
Now, obviously, when it comes to all the revenue and the numbers and all the stuff like that, Netflix tends to pay out more money. They spend $14.7 billion in licensing fees for non-original content. And that was in 2019.
Okay.
Disney Plus spends zero because they own all their content. That's all their stuff. Warner Bros. And HBO Max have this kind of deal going on. Because a lot of stuff that's on HBO Max is Warner Brothers stuff.
Okay. Especially
when it comes to DC stuff like that. This is so major to the point where it's like everybody wins when it comes to getting their money, in a weird way, and these are the list of, because I'm gonna tell you what the rules are going to be, but these are the list of movies that we're going to be getting so far that they announced for HBO Max. So come Christmas Day, we're getting Wonder Woman 84. Okay. That's the last movie for 2020 that we're going to get. Starting in 2021, after Wonder Woman 84, we're getting Dune, which is supposed to come out at the beginning of the year. After Dune comes out, there's a movie called In the Heights that's coming out. It's like a black love story.
In the Heights, it's a Broadway play. It
yes.
has, what is his name from Hamilton in it?
Yeah. So it looks like a black play, right?
It's I believe it's Afro-Latino or
Latina. Okay.
That's his name.
Okay, yeah. Suicide Squad, the new James Gunn Suicide Squad.
Okay.
It's coming out. Okay. Then we get Judas and the Black Messiah.
Definitely watching that.
Okay. Which comes out. Tom and Jerry, the new Tom and Jerry movie. That's coming out. Then we get Godzilla vs. Kong. Which, if anybody has to pay attention to the Godzilla movies or the Kong movies, they're finally going to clash. So that's a big action summer blockbuster right there. Also,
that's a very huge deal. That's a very huge deal.
It
right
is.
there.
Then we get The Many Saints of Newark that comes out. We get The Conjuring 3, The Devil Made Me Do It. We're getting Those Who Wish Me Dead. I don't know what that is, but
I haven't heard anything about that.
King Richard, which is the new Will Smith, Venus and Serena.
Okay.
Yeah, movie that's supposed to be coming out. Space Jam 2. Hey, I seen LeBron in the whole Space Jam get up. I kind of want to see Space Jam 2, so I'm not even gonna hold you on that.
I am curious.
I'm actually excited about Space Jam 2.
Yeah, Reminiscent is coming out. The Little Things. The new Mortal Kombat is coming out next year.
Oh.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yes, the new Mortal Kombat is supposed to come out earlier next year, like in January, February type thing. Pandemic pushed everything back. So, with the new Mortal Kombat supposed to come out next year, along with The Matrix 4.
These are movies that I don't want to see in my house.
Yeah, I agree. But there's also it's also a thing like, okay, like honestly, I would love to see Mortal Kombat on the big screen. I'm not gonna lie, I would love to. Huh?
I would have loved to have seen Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah, on the big screen.
Like,
but y'all do have that. You still have that chance.
I'm not going to a theater. Just saying.
I'm not trusting the movie theater right now. The way things are going.
They dropped that big news, and now it's like this. This is how you gain subscribers by marketing. So this is what's going to happen with those. They're going to release the movie the same day as in the theater. You're going to get that movie for 31 days. It said. After that 31 days, they're going to respect the theater window, and it's going to be only in theaters.
Okay.
After it's only in theaters, it goes through its trial run, which the usual average movie in theaters goes about 78 days. Now, some people may be sitting there thinking like, movies don't last that long. I'm like, they do. You just don't go see it.
You don't be paying attention.
And they be cutting down the number of theaters in it. So a 78-day window, which is just under 3 months. And then after that thing is going to go, it's going to take its time and then go back to the VOD platforms, and then it's going to make its way back to the stream and stuff, and then of course for home media.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that is necessarily the plan. So now there have been times where people say, you know what, I want to see something because it's on this streaming service, so I'll just subscribe, watch it, and leave. Or I'll borrow somebody else's account and then leave. But now they're giving you an option where, say if you like people, because now they're I hit the cat. I'm sorry. Yeah, their subscriber number has gone up just from the announcement of Wonder Woman 84 alone. Now people are going to be saying, well, I'll just get it to see Wonder Woman 84, and then after Wonder Woman 84, I'll cancel it. But you sit there thinking like, well, Doom comes out early in the year, but then after that it's like, well, why cancel? Because Suicide Squad is going to come out. But why cancel? Because we got Space Jam, or you know what I'm saying, or we got In the Heights, or we got Mortal Kombat, or we got The Matrix. Why cancel when we have all this stuff coming out in a year? It's almost like every 3 weeks something new is coming out, which keeps everything busy. This now puts pressure on Disney Plus to see what they're gonna do with Black Widow.
I was just getting ready to say that because it seems like to me Warner Brothers, like they're keeping it going, like they're keeping the ball rolling in regards to getting these movies out. Whereas Marvel, you know, they're trying to be, obviously, you know, they're trying to be conservative and everything. We'll probably wait to see if things get back to some type of normalcy. But Black Widow was supposed to then come out this year, and then they pushed it back. So I definitely do think that, and I'm agreeing with you, that it definitely does put pressure on Disney to, you know, get your movies onto Disney Plus, because you don't want to, because you don't want to fall behind the 8 ball where Warner Brother is bringing in all these avalanche of movies, and you're just sitting back and just like, okay, we're just going to wait until things get back to normalcy. Like, you have to make some type of move. If you're Disney.
Well, actually, this HBO Max move by Warner Brothers is actually a counter move to what Disney Plus did. Because remember, Disney Plus is releasing Soul on the new Black Pixar Disney movie on Christmas Day, and they have started releasing some of their. And then this was also a callback to Mulan. Now, but here's the thing. Disney did it one way, and Warner Bros. Probably looked at the opportunity like, that's probably not going to work, because you probably see how the Mulan thing go. Because back earlier in May, they said, we're going to release Mulan for you guys, but you got to pay $30 down payment extra as somebody who's already paying. Like, I'm paying $12.95 because I get Disney Plus, Hulu Plus, and ESPN Plus all in that Disney bundle.
Now, I never looked, because I wasn't interested in Mulan, to be honest, in the first place, like the live action one. How did it do?
Now the Mulan numbers were not so great.
Okay, that's kind of what I figured.
Yeah. But... and a lot of people say, because when they said they're going to release it, which by the way, I just got an email that Mulan's on Disney Plus right now. So
they said they were going to put it up in, I don't know, it was the end of the year.
Yeah. So people was like, well, unless you have a platform like myself or a lot of other these big reviewers that I watch, to the point where it's just like, we are waiting for you to come out with the review. They go watch that movie. I'm like, and me personally, who's not the biggest fan of Mulan in the first place, there's no way I'm paying $30 to watch Mulan for a one-time thing, which I'll probably watch and fall asleep on, to be real. Or I watch it with my kids and I watch it at one time, and then I waste $30 and I'm gonna wait all the way to December now to probably watch the movie. And I'll probably watch the movie just to review it, to put it on my top best or worst 2020 movie list. But to me, that's not a smart investment.
No.
You know, and I think Warner Bros. Sat there and looked at that and said, you know what? I think we got something better. Now, they claim that this is only going to be 2021, but a lot of people think that's bullshit. Because remember, I didn't say The Batman. Because The Batman has been moved to 2022. That's the new one with Jeffrey White and
Robert
Pattinson, yeah. That's that new Batman that was supposed to come out in 2021 and moved to 2022. So they're saying that because of the pandemic, so that this is something for, you know, our audience to be like this. But to the point, I'm on, like, if those HBO numbers, subscribers go up, then they're going to be looking like, well, shit. If we can make money like this, and we ain't got to pay as much as Netflix do for, you know, non-original content and distributing costs and fees, stuff like that, why not keep this thing going?
I can see them keeping it, but I do see them putting some kind of extra, like an extra cost. I wouldn't say it would be $30, but I could definitely see them slapping like an extra $10 on there or something like that. Because to be honest, that is what stopped me from. I think it was the Invisible Man that came out.
Yeah, on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and I was like, I want to see this movie, but I'm not paying $20 to watch it for 24 hours. Like I didn't want to see it that much. So I could see them being like, all right, for an extra $10, you know, you can have release Wonder Woman, or well, not Wonder Woman, obviously, but release X movie early. So if they keep doing it, I think now it's just a good way to get people in. And I could also see them saying, don't come in and subscribe and then, you know, want to resubscribe or whatever kind of thing. Yeah. I think that's why they make you sign in with the phone. So it's not as easy to just be like, I'm going to just use a new email for a free trial kind of thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
So, I don't know. I think they'll tweak it a bit, but I'm pretty sure this will be here to stay. At least probably for the next couple of years.
I know I'm more willing to pay $30 or $24 for Wonder Woman than I am Mulan.
Well, yeah.
Or even The Invisible Man. Even though The Invisible Man was a good movie, and it's in my.
I heard it was.
And it is in my top for 2020. But even though that does not have the, I think those kind of prices you pay for blockbuster movies, the ones that of course are the summer blockbuster movies, the superhero movies, the big action, the stuff that does not get talked about at the Academy, those are the kind of movies that are the ones that should be up in the forefront. Such as, I really want to see Judas and the Black Messiah.
Same.
Am I dropping $30 like I did for Mulan for maybe not. It's up to. I know you would,
but I probably would.
I can't say I wouldn't because I like the content nature of that also.
I mean, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying I know for sure I would because that's something I was really looking forward to. I like those kind of movies. Like
me personally, I would drop $30 on One Night in Miami over I do Judas and the Black Messiah.
Right, like for me,
the Malcolm X and
movie.
Got you.
What you say, Rob?
Yeah, for me, it has to be a movie that I'm really, really looking forward to. If I want to put extra money down, or whatnot. Like, prime example, if they decide to finally like bring in like Marvel movies, like if Marvel were to put stuff on Disney Plus, and I had to pay like extra money for that, I definitely would do that. Same with HBO Max. I'm not sure if they're going to be doing that per se, but if they do, like there are definitely movies in HBO Max that I definitely will pay extra money for, just to watch that movie. But that's just me. I know everybody is not like that, but it has to be a really, really good movie for me to pay extra money like that.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying HBO. What got me in HBO Max was the DC movies over there.
Oh, okay. See, I went for a completely different person.
Yeah. So I was like, I want to see Shazam. Even though I got it, I want to see Shazam. Okay. So I went over to HBO Max. They had Shazam. And I was like, wait a minute. Hold up. They got Lovecraft Country over here.
Yeah.
I want to see Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah.
Like I want to see Godzilla versus King Kong. Like I want to see Mortal Kombat. Like I will be willing to pay extra money for those types of movies.
Yeah, and the HBO Max, how much is that a month?
I can't remember.
Okay, it's not as expensive as Netflix, I don't think, because Netflix went up to $12 now.
Yeah, because this is the thing. I don't know. I have so many. I just see them come out and I'd be like, another subscription service came out. Still not as much as cable though.
Still not as much as cable, yeah. To the point you think like, why do you have cable?
I wanna say that HBO Max is like $9-10 or something like that. I think I'll double check.
Okay.
That's what Google's for.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, that is some groundbreaking news right there. I had to. We had to get our opinions about this also.
It's $15.
$15? Okay, didn't know.